Hey everyone, it's Yuri here doing another video. I am back with another pregnancy update. I have not been on here for a while. I have not given you guys an update since what, I was like 20 weeks? I think so, or maybe even less, I'm not sure. But I am back with another video to let you know how far along I am now. I am 27 weeks and 6 days. Yeah, I think it's 27 weeks and 6 days. I'll be 28 weeks on Sunday. Today is Friday. I go based on my pregnancy app, you know, the baby center app. It says yesterday was 27 weeks and 5 days, so today would be 27 weeks and 6 days. But yeah, now that we've, you know, figured out how far along I am gonna start off by talking about my ultrasound. I don't think I updated you guys on my ultrasound, but I went when I was 22 weeks. Everything looked really good. The baby looks healthy. Everything was measuring good. His head, his heart looked good. The back of his neck, you know, they always check the back of their neck to check the thickness, like for Down syndrome or something. Everything measured out good. Like, the baby's doing really good. He was measuring exactly 1 pound at my 22-week ultrasound. Well, almost a pound. She said right about a pound. Like, so wait, I would just say a pound, which I was like, a pound already? Like, he sounds enormous. But she said it was normal, and I even looked it up on Google, and it is normal for them to weigh a pound around 22 weeks. You know, I don't want to have a tiny baby, but I don't want to have a jumbo sized baby either. You know, I'm gonna hopefully have it vaginally. So I mean, my sister, if you're watching, she was almost 12 pounds when she was born. My poor mama. But yeah, so I was like thinking, I mean, kind of nervous to have a big baby. But Emily was 7 pounds and like 13 ounces when she was born, and my son Sebastian was 8 pounds 1 ounce when he was born. So I mean, and I had gestational diabetes with my second, so that might be why he was a little bit bigger. But I'm not too concerned about this one. They were mainly concerned that it might be too small due to the bariatric surgery. Since I can't eat a lot, they thought that, you know, they think that one of the risks is for the babies to come out small, because, you know, you don't get enough nutrition like, you know, a normal pregnant woman would. But when she told me that he was already measuring a pound, I was like, okay, mama is eating right, because, you know, he's growing right on track. So I'm not worried about his weight or anything like that right now. I do have an ultrasound in 4 weeks, which would put me at 32 weeks. And my son was 5 pounds on my 32-week ultrasound when I was pregnant with him. So I'm kind of curious to see how much he's gonna be measuring at 32 weeks. And then I can kind of like already tell, you know, how big he's gonna be. Like, if he's 5 pounds, I could be like, all right, I can expect an 8-pound baby. But, you know, we'll see. I do have my glucose test coming up. Oh my gosh, I don't want to. But it'll be next Wednesday, the 11th of September. So I've heard a lot of bad things about it, just because, you know, we are bariatric patients, and, you know, we deal with dumping. You know, people that have had the VSG don't really get dumping syndrome, which when you eat sugar, you get all shaky, you get diarrhea and all kinds of fun symptoms. We don't get them as often. I have had it happen to me a few times. You know, I didn't know what was going on, and, you know, in my support group, they're like, oh, that sounds like dumping syndrome. You know, did you eat something sweet? And I'm like, just a milkshake. I mean, just so I know that that's what it feels like. So a lot of girls say that when they have the glucose test and they take the drink, that some of them start puking, some of them get dumping. Like, they start, it sounds so bad, huh? Dumping, like taking a dump, but that's what it's called. Some of them start getting shaky, they start getting sweaty, and they start feeling like hot headed, or not, their face starts getting hot. So I'm gonna have to take one for the team. A lot of them are like, don't do it, you know, you don't have to, just do the finger poke for a week. And I'm like, no thank you. I had to do that with both of my pregnancies, where I had to poke my finger 3 times, 4 times a day, every day when I was pregnant. And I'm like, I don't want to do the finger poke. I'd rather just get it over with. I've had like sugary stuff, and I don't get dumping. Like, I think I only had it once or twice. That was a long time ago, so I'm not worried about the drink. But, you know, who knows, it might be different, I don't know. But yeah, I do have to do that on Wednesday. As far as symptoms go, the baby has been moving so much, and it's not kicking anymore. Like, you know, used to be like a kick here, you know, kicking. It's not kicking anymore. It's full on like moves, and, you know, he's doing like freaking somersaults and all that crap in there. Like, it just, he moves so much all day, at night. Like, I never worry about him not moving. Like, I'm never concerned like, oh my gosh, he's not moving now, because he's always moving. And you know, I'm kind of glad about that, you know, because you know, I'm at ease. Like, okay, he's moving right now. And so yeah, you know, and I do notice that he'll like lay on one position. Like last night I could feel the right side of my belly going up and like stretching, and when I put my hand there I could feel hard, and I pushed and he went back in. Like he went to the other side, which I thought was so cute, because I'm like, I just touched him. But yeah, you know, he's doing really good. I do feel like in my first trimester I was really tired. I felt really lazy. I had no energy. And then in my second trimester I was like, woo, party. You know, I had all this energy. I was up and down and all around, you know. And I noticed that now that I'm going into my third trimester, my energy is starting to come back down. I don't know if that's normal, but you know, I do feel more tired. You know, I feel like if I start cleaning my house, like, you know, little chores like around the house, I'll be like fine, and then all of a sudden I'll be like, okay, I'm done. I need to go sit down, or like I need to go lay down. You know, I do feel like I get tired faster. I do feel like my belly is heavy. I feel like, you know, this is your belly. You have your belly button right here, and on the sides I feel stretching. Not on the bottom, not the ligament pain. It's like if somebody was grabbing onto my stomach and hanging off of it and pulling it down. Like, that's how I feel. Sometimes it's a little uncomfortable. Every time I walk from, like, let's say I go to the store and I park, and from the car to the store, like by the time I get to the store, I start getting this like sharp pain from my belly button to one side, and it's almost like pulling, and I almost have to like press on my belly button because it's so uncomfortable. And like I always tell like my husband, like, oh my god, I feel that pain again when I walk. Only when I walk like kind of like a long distance. I could walk from here to the bathroom all day and I'll be fine. It's just if I walk from here to like the entrance of the store or something, then that's when I'll feel like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I do feel it heavy when I lay down. I do feel like I need to put something under my belly, which I don't have a pregnancy pillow, but this blanket right here, this brown one, I just roll it up like a burrito, and then that's what I use to hug and to, like, you know, lay on. So I feel like that helps. I don't feel like I need to buy a pregnancy pillow because this one works just as fine, and I sleep so comfortable with it. So, but yeah, and I do feel cramping. It's so weird because with my other pregnancies I would never feel cramping at all, like, and with this one I feel like last night I was getting cramps, like, you know where your like pubic bone is, like you go up a little bit, like where your belly is, where it starts, you know, on the bottom. That's where I felt cramping, like really strong, almost like period cramping, but it only lasts like a few seconds. Like it would come and go, and then that was it. So, you know, I've had it happen a few times, nothing to concern me where I would be like, oh my gosh, I'm going into labor. Like, I don't want to go into early labor. That's my biggest fear, because I've seen a lot of people in my support group that have gone into labor at like 27 weeks, 28, 30, and I'm like, oh my god, you know, I hope it never happens to me. You know, I want my baby to be full term. So, but yeah, as far as the weight gain, when I found out I was pregnant, I weighed 222. The highest I've seen the scale go was 237. The beginning of this week I was 236, because I had been eating so bad in the weekend. You know, I just feel like I'm so hungry, and it's annoying because like I'll even have oatmeal and I'm like, okay, oatmeal is gonna keep me full for a while. Wrong. An hour passes and I'm starving. Like my stomach seriously hurts because I'm so hungry, and I'm like, what the heck. And I do feel like I'm so hungry all the time. Like I just feel like I can eat all day. So I do have my times where I do snack, and sometimes I don't snack on things that are very healthy. You know, I do crave stuff. I know I crave bread. Sometimes I just want to grab bread and like dip it in ranch and eat it, you know. I crave bad things. And I feel like it is getting harder for me to control those cravings. Like, you know, I'll be like, all right, try not to eat this or that, and then I just give in. I'm like, F it, I'm pregnant. You know, I'll just eat it. But I shouldn't use as an excuse. But so I started eating a little bit cleaner this week. I was like, all right, I'm gonna stick to my protein shakes, my oatmeals, my chicken, my broccoli, my protein, like pork chops, you know, meat. Try not to eat like bread or like munch on the kids' chips, because you know, when you're a mom and you have kids, you always have snacks for your kids, and when you give them some, you start snacking on them yourself. So I do that a lot, but I tried so hard not to do that this week, and I went back down to 232 yesterday morning when I weighed myself. And like, you already know, people that have bariatric surgery do battle with constipation. Like, we cannot go to the bathroom like we used to. I don't know why. I mean, I drink a lot of water. I don't know what the cause of that is, but I did feel like I hadn't gone to the bathroom in like almost 5 or 6 days. So I think that's why I went up to 236. So then I finally started, what did I eat? I don't remember what I ate. I think it was like plums or something to help me like go. And I did go to the bathroom finally like twice in one day, and I think that's why I lost some pounds. Like, I'm not saying it was 4 pounds of crap, but you know, I do feel like it helped with me losing some pounds, and then me trying to eat clean, drinking a lot of water, you know. I do have an Instagram called Yuri Got Sleeved, and I did post on there that I had lost 4 pounds. And I did mention that I do not try to diet. You know, I don't see it as a diet because I'm pregnant and they told me do not diet because you're pregnant. I just see it as in I'm trying to eat better. I make sure I eat like at least 6 times a day. I try to have 3 meals. I try to have some snacks in between. You know, I try to get enough calories in, but I just make sure that what I eat is healthier. You know what I mean? Like, you know, every time I'm hungry, I eat. I mean, I have to eat. I cannot not eat, you know what I mean? So I think that that's what's been helping me, like the healthy snacking. Like, I'll have a Kind bar, or like peaches. My dad brought peaches. I'll have a peach, or like whatever, you know, yogurt. But I do try to, you know, eat so that I don't get to the point where I'm like starving, because I do notice that when I wait till I'm super hungry and I eat, I always feel like I want to throw up. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna throw up. I don't know if it's because I ate too fast, but I try not to get to the point where I'm like, oh, I need to eat now, like, you know, I'm starving. No, like when I start feeling a little hungry, that's when I'm like, I gotta go eat before I get to that point where I'll eat and then I'll feel like I need to throw up. So, but yeah, girls. But yeah, I think that's pretty much for the update. I can't think of anything else. They did confirm it was a boy at the ultrasound. If you follow me in my vlog channel, my Spanish vlog channel, you know, I do talk about it there. But yeah, they did send me pictures. They didn't give me the little sonogram pictures anymore. They sent them through email, which I think is kind of nice, because, you know, you save them to your phone and you have them. But then I rather have the pictures so I can keep them. You know, because if I want to show somebody, it's like I have to go through the millions of pictures that I have on there. Like, but maybe I'll put some on here so you guys can see some of his pictures. But this is from when he was 22 weeks, so like 5 weeks ago. So he's probably much bigger now. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this update. I'm sorry I didn't update you guys sooner. But yeah, my next update will probably be when after my 32-week ultrasound, to let you know how it all went. You know, I don't think it's kind of necessary for me to do them every week, because I feel like every week it's the same. So I just feel like when I get an ultrasound, that's when I'll update you guys, you know, like how everything's going, how it's going with the weight gain and all that. Like I said, right now I'm at 232. So from my beginning of my pregnancy, I've gained 10 pounds so far, which I think is pretty good. But yeah, that's it for today's update, and I will see you guys on my next one, and I will be doing a belly shot. So here is the belly at 27 weeks and 6 days. Here it is from the front, from the side. But yeah, that's what the belly looks like.